What is up, my viewers? Spang here, bringing you a World of Tanks gameplay commentary. I know I've been away for quite a while, but let's see if I can still remember how to do this thing. This is a match in my T110E4, and this was back when I was still part of Steel Viper's Venom, the SVV clan. I am no longer part of that clan. I am now part of Panzer Ghost, although I haven't been active too recently due to varying reasons, but let's not talk about that right now. I'll get to that when the game gets over. Now, this is a tier 10 match on Wide Park, and there is artillery, as there frequently is on this map, which, you know, artillery, it's limited in its effectiveness here. Now, my E4, I have to say, I love my E4. It is quite good if you know how to play it well, and if you don't, well, it can probably turn into a very quick way to die, but, you know, I like to think I know how to play it. Now, if you've noticed, there is a counter in the bottom of the corner there. It is currently at 0, and oh, now it's at 740. I wonder what could that, I wonder what that could possibly mean. There is my first kill of the match, though that Ferdinand getting eliminated very early on, and being the first kill overall. So, first frag goes to me, and let's see if I can't get a nice solid hit on this FB215 Bravo. And I do, again, kill counter going up. Well, not kill counter, but you know what I mean. You see those numbers, and if you can put 2 and 2 together, you might get where this is going. Now, I'm not going to say anything more than that, but I will get right back to this match. Object 212 spotted in a very typical arty position, which is just, way in the back there, and it's also a typical spot where arty dies. So, as you can see, not really a good idea on his part, but at the same time, apparently a lot of people think it's good. I mean, as long as you aren't spotted, you manage to get a shot off, you might get some damage. Even if you get spotted, you might at least get one shot off and be somewhat useful. Now, I'm not really inclined to think that way. If I'm artillery on this map, I kind of stay hidden as best as I can and take whatever shots I can get, which aren't that many, but I still try not to die. I think that's a very good policy. Now, the IS-7 making a risky move here, and that is exactly why it is risky. Driving across out into the open to try and more or less protect that hill, but at the same time, getting near death. He was at full health just not too long ago, and now he is nearly about to die. The 215 Bravo about to get himself killed as well. He's at less than half health at this point, so not doing too hot for himself. That T110E4 is still very much a threat, and I recognize that. But at the same time, I feel I've got enough team support. My team has a 3-0 lead at this moment in time. Although, granted, the only things killed is artillery and 2 tier 8 tanks. So it's not really like we've done all that much damage, but the fact that, the IS-7 and now the 215 are near death, that does help things quite a bit. And I'm still at full health here, so I'm feeling pretty good about the way this match is going. The 1390 doing his best to spot those enemy tanks. And the enemy team having a significant number of vehicles over on the 0 line, which means it is quite a bad situation for my team, as we have very little tanks over there. Most of our forces are over here near this bridge, which lopsided team balancing, well, not team dispersion, I guess is a better way to put it, is not really something I am too enthusiastic about. The 215 getting eliminated, still maintaining our 3 tank lead, but not for very long. There we go, down by 2 tanks now, and, well, the enemy team's down by 2 tanks, I suppose. I made it sound like we were, but Anyway, the enemy team making a push from the 0 line. The east side has crumbled, and artillery is trying to run away. However, we are making our own little push over here, hopefully able to kind of make up for things. The IS-7 getting eliminated. He should have died earlier. Unfortunately, I only hit him in his tracks for no damage. That is, you'd think with the 15 centimeter round and, over to near 300 points of penetration, you would kind of hit them for damage if you pen at all. But nope, tracks still take a lot of that damage. Now, Super Pershing right here. Super Pershing's about to hate his life, and he is, no longer able to hate life because he is no longer living. The Lorraine getting a little ballsy, trying to flank around and do what he can to eliminate a few tanks here. We're still 3 tanks ahead, but we'll see for how much longer. The Lorraine managing to no longer be in my gun sight, so that's T110E4 still very much a threat, and on my right side still kind of ignoring him at this moment in time, but the Lorraine looks like he will get a kill on that low, and I still have my M103 ally here, but he is definitely hurt. The enemy team pushing through our city and managing to kind of make our team reorient one of our artillery has been lost. One of the enemy artillery is still alive as well. But like I said, artillery limited in its effectiveness. The T110E4 kind of making a gutsy move here, going over the hill, only to discover, hey, there's an E4 over here. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Me bouncing a shot off what appeared to be his machine gun turret. Very unlikely that, considering, yep, there it is. You see that bounce right off that. That's usually a weak point that's almost a guaranteed penetration, especially when you have close to 300 points of penetration. But, you know, sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And right here, I'm in a bad position. The M103 is still alive, and he is unintentionally or intentionally, I'm not sure which, looking like he's going to die for me. And him doing that has managed to allow me to survive. Here, I'm rethinking my priorities a bit, realizing, hey, maybe I should fall back. I can't handle this T110E4 and this Lorraine at the same time. Now, if you pay attention here, you'll notice that they are both part of the DFA clan, and they're actually platooned up. So they do have a bit of teamwork going on. I'm going to say even to the point where they're probably in TeamSpeak, which means, I mean, it's kind of evident given that they are still alive and have done pretty well considering the rest of their team has failed pretty miserably. My team having lost their lead at this point, I'm up to 3 kills, but we are down by 1 tank. The Lorraine losing about half of his health right there, down to a 1-shot, more likely than not a 1-shot for me. If I just do my average damage, I am guaranteed to kill him. Unfortunately, I am still in the realm of not being able to kill him in 1 shot. He is still above my lowest damage possible. So, not a guaranteed, but a likely 1-shot. The T110E4, however, is a guaranteed 1-shot, and as you will find out very soon, boom, there we go, dead. Shot him in that machine gun turret, this time not bouncing. The artillery actually getting a little ballsy here. The Lorraine trying to get in there, surprisingly hitting me for no damage, but apparently tank destroyers just don't have enough momentum to ever really do any sort of damage on a ram. Now, he is going to try and flank me, and I hit him. He barely survives, but the T-28 prototype and the IS-3 having my back, they're making sure I don't die an untimely demise to that Lorraine. Up to 4 kills, and the enemy team is capping our flag. Unfortunately, we are still down by a few tanks. That IS-3 managing to go up there and, you know, kind of even the playing field, making sure artillery doesn't sneak up behind us here. I'm getting a little bit too aggressive, but I don't really have much of a choice. They're on our flag, and we need to do something. The E100 not really, you know, aware that I was there and paying for it dearly. He is now a 1-shot for me or that T-28 prototype. I'm down to 2 standard AP shells, which, you know, I still have 5 premium, so not really concerned about running out of ammo at this point. However, I am concerned about this flag capture. So I am going to flank around and do what I can to essentially get the drop on this enemy team, hoping that they're still kind of paying a little more attention to the T-28 prototype, and also in an attempt to reset this flag. Now, they are at 80 points. Here, I'm going to kill this low and reset them a great deal, but the E100 managing to avenge his ally and eliminate me. Now, the enemy team is still up by 1 tank, but the T-28 prototype and the IS-3 still in a very good position to possibly win this. Granted, they are both 1-shots at this point. However, so are all the enemy tanks. So as long as our team plays smart, there we go, evening the playing field yet again. 2-on-2, 2-on-1 now. The Tiger 2 does have a chance to win it for the enemy team, but it's not looking good. I'm saying go team. The IS-3 and T-28 prototype are, if they were smart, they would work together. They would team up to make sure the Tiger 2 does not kill one of them and fall back, reload, kill the other. The T-28, however, does have good frontal armor, and it is capable of taking on the Tiger 2 head on. So we'll see exactly how this plays out, but as you'll see right here, bam! Kill number 4 for the T-28 prototype. That makes 9 between the 2 of us, 2 to the IS-3, and a few other kills scattered around. So very nicely played by my team and by me. And oh, look at the counter. It's over 9,000. Yes. So yeah, there we go. Bad puns, overused internet memes. Good for me, I suppose. I'm horrible. I am absolutely horrible. Now, if you're wondering what's going to be happening here on my channel, I am going to, on my old 8.3 replays, if you set in any 8.3 replays, I'm currently not going to be doing those. I'm not deleting them, but they're going into a backlog and may never see the light of day. And the reason I say that is because 8.3 is not compatible with 8.4. I don't have replay compatibility working. 8.5 just came out, and I'm going to get through my 8.4 replays and your 8.4 replays as soon as I can. and then I'm moving on to 8.5. Do not, and I'm just going to say this beforehand, if a new patch is out, please don't send me any old replays because there is a chance I have already updated. It's not likely, but there is a chance, and I will not get to them. So please, in the future, just send me current replays. Also, I know I mentioned in my update video, if you watched that, I may be forming a team for that Alienware esports tournament. Not looking likely at this point because I don't have the time to really commit to that. And not only that, that would require me to update my game in order to get practice matches and organize the entire thing. And that would mean I would have to discard like 50 of your guys' replays. So I don't want to do that. So unfortunately, it does not look like I can really participate in that, even though I would like to, and I would like the chance to, win $100, but at the same time, it's not happening. But I digress. This was a good game. I love this match, and this is, round number 201. I'm glad I could bring you guys something a little special for round 201. Yeah, because, even numbers they are too mainstream. I have to go for the and one. But anyway, if you like this video, click that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. And if you've got a replay, check the description for instructions on how to submit it. And happy tanking, my tankers. This is Spang, signing off.